Tonight we ain't with no drama. Tell him dig it outside.
Live from his apartment, it's the Serg Podcast. With tonight's guest. Now, here's your host, Sergio Santana.
And welcome to the Serg Podcast. Welcome. Make some noise. Joe Biden picked his VP this week. He picked Kamala Harris, and she. I want to call her Kamala Huxtable real bad, like real bad. I want to call her Kamala Huxtable. She reminds me of Claire Huxtable. We ain't won the first time, Joe. That's why she ain't win a nomination. He definitely going after the black vote though. That's you definitely know that. But like I don't know if you really wanted the black vote, he should have saw WAP. That's it. Like you should if you really wanted a good VP, you should have been Cardi B. That's what you should have did, because it's all about celebrity now. Like Nick Cannon said he would vote for Kanye West, right? And Kanye is crazy, and so is Nick. Nick been wearing a turban like for years. Like I'm telling you, like I'm done with it, because now it's like different colors. He been coordinating with the mask and stuff. He look like Johnny Quest. I can't with him no more. I'm done. They all crazy. But yeah, Kanye, man, you see, like he can't be president, man. You saw them D roses that just dropped. Them Jones are extra crispy, slap happy phony. Them Jones is trash. Them Jones is extra garbage. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, how can you hoop in them Jones? Them Jones look like you step in the puddle, man, you fucked. Them Jones gonna turn into a canoe. They just gonna just like expand and just like you gonna be float away. Them Jones look like they feel like an SOS. Like if you get stuck and stranded somewhere. I don't know, man. That's John. Them Jones, I know, because I just started thinking about SpongeBob. I don't know why. I started thinking about him on the boats. That's messed up. Them Jaws look like Smurf Crocs. That's what them Jaws look like. He look like Papa Smurf and just beating them Jaws up, kicking blue rocks around the crib. Oh my gosh. I don't understand it, man. He cannot be our president, man. He have us running around here looking like Hunger Games mandatory. No, we can't do it, man. Can't be playing with Kanye like that. Oh man. But it's been like 2 weeks in August so far, and I wanted to just point out we ain't got aliens yet. We ain't got them. The reason I say that is because, listen, we keep getting these UFO signs, but they ain't get out yet. They just keep checking us out, see what's going on, and they was like, what the fuck's going on here? You know what I mean? And they just keep riding past. Yeah, like they gonna do a drive-by or something. Like, I'm like, what is they up to? But yeah, man, I'm prepping, man. Just be ready, man. I thought they were gonna bring us together. Like I was like, they come, they'll bring us together. But then the more I keep thinking about it, it's gonna be like an old racist white guy, like a KKK dude or something like that, like a skinhead, and he's gonna be snapping. He's gonna be like, I hate the blacks, I hate the Jews, I hate the illegal aliens, I hate the aliens, I hate Mexicans. And you're like, whoa, buddy, you already said illegal aliens, right? That's the same thing, right? It's repetitive. But then you could be talking about aliens. You don't know that. If aliens came here, you think they'd give them government assistance? You think like do you think they be opening up like bodegas in the hood? Like they be popping up, and instead of be poppy stores, it'd be like alien groceries. And they wouldn't even have like the cat sleeping on the loaf of bread. It'd just be like a snarf, like the cat sleeping on that joint. You remember that jaw? I'm like, hey, Marty Marr, let me get a hoagie real quick. Let me get one of them jaws, hook it up. All right, man. Well, with that being said, let's just get the show started. Got a great show. Let's go. Time for tonight's top stories. A 56-year-old Pokemon trainer attacked another 55-year-old Pokemon trainer. Kanye West demands Democrats prove that Mickey Mouse didn't really sign the ballots. A New Zealand man gets paid $10,000 to be a city's official wizard. A Florida man who survived a gator bite is attacked by a shark. And a PA library receives an overdue book 43 years late. So I'm really excited about tonight's show. We have some really great guests tonight. We have comedian Calise Hawkins, and she's here to talk about her new comedy album that she just released. And we also have our first musical group, straight out of Florida, Rill Spill. So this is going to be dope. So please stick around, and let's just get right into it.
Is Yajirobe in this? It's Elemental and LaDuce in this. Hey, Mikey. Hey, I'm going nut like my Conan at that club on a Tuesday. Fuck what you say, only want greenbacks and blue faces. Bout my loot, my patience thinner than a shoelace. For you goof face, so just know that it's your doomsday when I up this ooze. Fuck a sub, I come directly, nigga. Plus I shoot straight at your top like a toupee. So keep it cool, man. Is Yajirobe, Elemental, Mikey Mo, and Duce. The hardest niggas ever hard. If you ain't get the clue, man, don't get it misconstrued, man. In the grand scheme of things, you niggas pitiful, minuscule, minute to my mental. But if you tempt me, dude, that don't mean that I won't get up in the mix like a chemical and break you niggas down like a mineral. Kill off his whole squad or one-on-one by the interval. It's soul flying. Fuck it, shoot up his spirit too. This a mic check. If you ain't got mic check, then no mic check. If you niggas out the line, then I might just pull out that big gun and get the click, click, clap and snitch, snap and fuck around and wit, whack and we'll still active. All my youngins get shit cracking. Plus our name hold weight like we thick bitch smashing. This shit practice. We ain't even turned up yet. Chlamydic type flow. Squad about to burn up shit. We at this top spot and my niggas done earned this shit. But let me pass it to lil' bro so he can murk this shit. Hey,
me and my faction don't like asking questions. Spill your blood up on the mattress. But our county's finest rhymers leaving them severed. Arms, head, legs, a couple of bone fractures. I'm a true master. A true hazard to any rapper. You bastards better get the backing up while I'm climbing on top of ladders. Somersaulting off, I'm elbow dropping till you don't splatter. Passing Mikey Moto Fofo just to leave your clothes tattered. And I'm cracking the Mac in the back of a lap with a Mac in the back of the lack. Your whack ass raps in the back of the trunk. I've been with the funk, it's Yajirobe cutting them up. Hitting any punk in the back with a pump for bumping his guns. We do this for fun, to spill on the sun. To any so-called MC that wanna contest will never succumb. So get on the run, this new bone thug. Some ghetto boys who was outcast, but mob deep to leave niggas in slums. Pull out the big guns and get the spaz. And this shit practice, a throwaway that cause you malice. Shit get tragic, the spill wreak havoc. So don't act drastic, you claim you're on this boat, but then got burnt to ashes. This shit average, just know that you ain't really fucking with me. Nah, really. Yajirobe known to get jiggy with his serial scratch. Picky, one more chance, Biggie, catch you niggas slipping. Ricky.
It's sure to be one thrilling escapade. We here to shock the world like Beyonce's Lemonade. Sour face as they watch I promenade, demonstrating to the world how the fuck to dominate. Holding down the top spot with shit we claiming on 3. Enemies, can't you see? Corny niggas get popped. We microwave their whole block from literally firing tirelessly until my pockets was hot. On a graveyard shift, the way I'm digging the plots, make it a CNN scoop. Another spirit was lost. Make the news get on Fox with breaking news. I'ma break the news with some poker moves, make the man's like a boss. Population control, influencing the masses. See, I'm good in the hood, like a hooded assassin. Honestly, I'm way more than the perp in the mask. I traded in my trigger finger for a hobby that had me. Put down the big guns to get the stick stabbing, equipping daggers, swords, knives, and anything jagged. This here madness, blood splatting, painting rafters. Shit, I'm having too much fun, I can't contain the laughter. My humor's darker than humor coming from a vein. The rumors spreading delusions that'll leave a stain. I'm killing these rappers slowly like my name Codeine. They in pain when they hear they fans screaming out my name.
All aboard, my niggas, they stay on go. I put that pit to anybody in this murder, all I wrote. They like, Brody, how you do it with such ease? I told them simple phone in their neck and then you squeeze. This part I love cause you can't let them breathe. And when you done, make sure you leave them niggas dangling in the trees. Like you showed my granny when she was just a little G. And they forever in my debt, I can't wait to collect a fee. Nah, I'm just playing, man, I really ain't my stealer. But I know a couple villains if you acting like a hero. So please try your best and never just get involved. Cause my niggas solve problems as swift as a phone call. Come through on that bully shit, hang you by your drawers, or come through with the round, make all these niggas applaud. I mean, really, man, I don't know too many really then. RILL, you niggas silly, feel like Steffi with the shimmy. Jimmy out in Philly, yeah. Other than my team, who fucking with me, man, I'm really the boy. And all you niggas trying to record this rap game is like a scrimmage, and I fully enjoy the film session. Hot like a sauna, but so bliss. Adjusting my vision, I'm focused. I'm that bear that you poking. And at this point, I'm not really wishing these niggas would, I'm hoping.
Welcome to the world of See Her, Believe Her, the seer and the believer in the spiritual realm. Open your eyes and close your ears, expand your heart and open your mind. For See Her, Believe Her. All now and get your free Holy Ghost baby powder and get your candle well lit. Because we are going to take a spiritual journey like never before with See Her, Believe Her, the seer and believer in the spiritual realm.
We only use baby powder because it's white, like the Holy Ghost. No red brick dust here. The next one to call gets a free lighter and Holy Ghost baby powder.
Hello? Yes. I need to know if my son is ever going to go to college because he just running around in these streets acting stupid, wearing contacts, looking like Blade.
What color are his contacts, Mom? Wait, they're hazel, aren't they?
Oh my God, how did you know that?
Well, Ma'am, that's usually the color that people go to first. Please be on the lookout for your Holy Ghost powder. I will be sending it in the mail. And to answer your question, no, he will not go to college. Call me back.
Charges will be billed to you for watching this ad and this commercial.
Call me now.
Not a gangster, but I shoot a nigga, take his cap off. No cap when I'm on the mic, my finger on the trigger. Count so many bodies, fingers catching blisters. Who's down bad, but now they fucking with us. But to keep it real, nobody fucking with us on the mic tip. Pop shit and I'll say your life the word Mike's is. This the part where I take off, I cut his face off when we face off. Ed gang with the switchblade and I concentrate more than 8 off with his head. Another rapper dead, fuck what he done and fuck what he said. Grandmaster Flash going off the ledge. Okay, I was just fucked up. I was just down, never mind that. Never bust once when I bust back. Teddy Bruck shot when I bust shot. Fuck a blood clot, I'm in my bag. Daddy fat sass, major outcast. Back hat raps in the back of my hatchback. Whack ass raps out your knapsack. Shack his hat, never backtrack on a fast track. Push his face down on a thumbtack. Clap, clap, ski on her spine, that's a comeback. Come back, all you niggas better run back. You don't need a gun when you unmatched. Whether it's one-on-one or the squad for squad, you don't want that.
All of my niggas like play off the screen. I said, see you taking your pick, counting for check. But I like hundreds on hundreds, obsessed with Benji assess. So tell me who next. And if you could not tell me, there's no need for talking this off with your head. I started your neck, put 3 in your chest. Wait on my name, hard not to flex down. I was low. I was so low. Lord only knows what I've been through. Proof of the truth, product of my own environment. Killing with kindness. Them crackers is coming, silence this nigga with violence.
Wanna know just how I feel? I'm faithful to the spill. Might as well say a prayer when I'm swooping for the kill. Insurmountable. Mental can never be top. Come off the top. They say that knowledge is power. Know that this mental can never be stopped. For sure, I know I'm the best and forget all that practice. I know that I'm destined. Ain't had to put in the work. I play in the dirt. My talents have always been tested. I'm saying it loud and without a doubt. I'm thanking the Lord for all of my blessings that I've been blessed with. Like skin on her chest, I always get what I requested, bitch.
Be the itty witty litty killer city nigga coming to these niggas straight out the gate. Silly with it like I'm VIC the H and I see I feel like one of the greats. Got the game in a figure 4, about to figure 8. Scale my way to 4s. Niggas say they real, yet they really ain't. Like I view bitches figures, man, these niggas fake. Wait, don't get it fucked up. I was down bad, had to get back. I had to tighten the fuck up. Now I got it on smash and these niggas mad. Dip at the lighten the fuck up before I come through and lighten the fuck up. Here's black on my pack strapped with that firework like July 4th. How I lighten the fuck up. Woo. Back on my bullshit, I'm in my bag for real. So I'm about to smash it, I'm on their ass and I'm about to gas for real. And I'm with the spill and we what they feel. And we got the mass appeal like uneaten fruit, they lacking a pill. Guess that's why they mad for real.
So now it's time for tonight's top stories, and first story tonight is about Pokemon trainer, 56 years old, assaults another Pokemon trainer who's 55 years old, and I think the headline was totally wrong. It should have just said 2 versions fight over control of a Pokemon Go gym, and this is ridiculous. In your 50s fighting over Pokemon Go. In other news, Kanye's lawyer demands Democrats prove Mickey Mouse didn't really sign his ballot petition in Wisconsin. That's not the only thing. They're also saying that he belongs on the ballot, even though his nomination papers were 14 seconds late. Kanye gotta keep pushing, man. He's gonna be president one day. I mean, it sounds crazy, but it really sounds crazy. Mickey Mouse signed a petition, but I'm sure Mickey's gonna be president one day too. I'm sure Disney's gonna find some way to rule the world. They already own almost every movie, and they just got rid of Fox. In other news, New Zealand man is paid $10K a year to be a city's official wizard. And I think that wizards are needed now. Like, the Black Plague is back. They had wizards back then, and this particular wizard, is in his 80s, so he definitely looks like he's the man on the left. He definitely looks like Gandalf or something like that. You thought the Lord of the Rings was BS. He's looking for a successor. Doesn't cast spells or anything. He says he's more there for just, I guess, appearances and stuff. But we need a real one. So this is getting crazy out here. We definitely need some wizards on payroll. And you know my Florida news. I love Florida news. Florida man, it always starts off good, but it starts off Florida man. Florida man who survived a gator bite is attacked by a shark. This man, exactly. It's crazy. He was bit by a shark because he was out lobster fishing and stuff, trying to catch some lobster, and when he was bit by an 8-foot lemon shark. This was in the Florida Keys, and he was bit by the shark when he was trying to save a fish from underneath a rock. And which is crazy because he was fishing. Like, I don't know why he was trying to save a fish. He probably pissed the shark off, and the shark wanted to eat him. It's not Shark Week yet, but oh man. And our final story for tonight is about an overdue book that was returned to a PA library 43 years late, and there was no late fee because it was a fee-free library. The book was The Man Who Saved Robinson Crusoe, and I don't know. It just seems silly at that point, right? It's like taking a movie back to Blockbuster. That is tonight's top stories. Let's jump right into our interviews. Our first guest tonight is comedian and writer Calise Hawkins. Her new comedy album, Calise Hawkins is 40 as Fuck, debuted at #1 on iTunes. It is available on all streaming platforms. All right, so our first guest for tonight is Calise Hawkins. Give it up for her. All right, so thank you for doing the show tonight. I really appreciate it. So I know you got a comedy album coming out.
Yes.
It's, 40 is what? 40 AF.
Calise Hawkins is 40 AF.
Nice. So tell me more about that.
It's basically all the jokes I've been telling over the last 16 years of my comedy career. I finally decided to put it all in one place and make an album out of it. I think I waited a little too long, but I'm happy I finally did it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's too long. I mean, it's like you perfect these jokes. I know, like when you're doing jokes, it's some jokes that just last forever. They just keep hitting, and you add new ones around them and stuff like that. So that's good.
Yeah, I actually wanted, before the whole pandemic happened, I wanted to move on from these jokes.
Yeah.
So you're right. I hope they work a little longer.
Well, yeah, that's probably why. Like, that's probably why you wanted to release this album. Wanted to get that material on so you can just start a whole new, fresh,
Yes.
hour or something like that. Yeah, it makes sense. And then now it's like just doing stand-up in general. Like, have you done Zoom shows? I'm sure.
I did. Early on, I did a couple of Zoom shows. One of them was amazing. And then the one right afterwards was horrible. Like, to the point where you got like a creepy guy on there, like being creepy, doing what he does best, like angling his phone towards private areas. And then they got rid of him. And it was just like, all right, I don't really like this Zoom comedy. It's a little too intimate.
Yeah, that's really strange. I mean, I've only done it once, and it was like an open mic one. And I don't know. They said I was too over prepared because I had like the green screen up my brick wall and stuff. But so I was doing like with stand up, but I wasn't sitting down either because I feel like weird doing stand up sitting down. I have to like put that energy standing up and stuff. So
yeah. See, okay, so somebody did it standing up and they did much better than me, but it also feels weird to just stand up in front of your computer.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It just that you don't have that crowd interaction. Like, well, you did. It was not that type of crowd interaction. You don't want that. But
no, because they're on mute and they're sitting on their couches, and then you see them doing other things, getting distracted. Their kids are running by. It's very odd. Yeah. I know it's necessary for some people. I know it's helping some people feel like, a sense of humor in the quarantine. I just, it's not for me.
So you've done some outside shows though now, right?
I just did my first shows in 5 months. I opened for Michael Che at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was good. They have a really good setup. They spent a lot of money, and it's so safe. All the staff is always wearing their masks, so I felt good about doing it. I was nervous about doing it, and then once I had done it, I felt pretty good about it. So I was happy that happened.
Nice. So you're having like a virtual listening party I saw for the album, which was kind of cool.
I like the idea that I'm like, well, you've done your research, but all you have to do is like scroll up one Instagram post, and you're like, so I see that you, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, one of my best friends from high school actually is she's got a little company with her sister and one of their best friends, and it's 3 ladies on a vine, and they do like wine tastings and they share recipes and tips and tricks. And so they decided to throw me an album release. So it'll be fun to hang out with them. I'm gonna do it from like 11 to midnight, and midnight is when the album comes out. Like, this is one of those things where, yeah, I should hope, like, you contacted me when you interviewed me. I should hope people are interested, but it also feels like playing pretend. I'm like, so I'm going to have a listening party. We're going to drink a little wine to my friend from high school. It doesn't feel real. It feels like I'm just like, and so I'm the comedian. They're going to be the host. Like, everything, honestly, just during this pandemic, things are a little bit hard to connect with, hard to, like, take seriously.
Yeah.
You know? I
So,
might wear a fucking gown.
well, I think at first too, people were like on those like D nice like spin, like he's spinning on like with IGTV, and everybody was like, oh,
Yeah.
thing or live or whatever, and it's like they were getting dressed up and everything for it. They were like really hyped. So it's not over though. It's still not over. That's the crazy part. It's just not over.
I never caught on to that, man. I swear to God, there's something about this screen that's a little more intimate than real life. I swear. I guess maybe it's the feeling of somebody could screen record me, or somebody could be doing something I can't see. It feels so invasive.
Yeah, I don't know. And then just trying to adapt to do comedy this way just seems so like, it's just, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It does not feel right. This is not meant to be. This is for meetings.
No. I think, and it's one of those things where by the time it feels right, it'll be over.
It'll be over.
So I do understand that we could be flexible, and maybe we'll adapt, and maybe we'll figure out this new version of comedy. But once we do, it's over. And then we're all hopefully back in the clubs and the bar shows.
Yeah. With our mask on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
No, I mean when it's over. I mean like when it's over. Like imagine this takes a year and a half. Like they said, like a good vaccine comes in a year and a half. In a year and a half, so we are a year and a half open mic or Zoom comedy. You know, we're like open mic Zoom comics. And then in a year and a half, you start to get funny at it. But then it'll be over. I'm trying to see if, like, you said you got your podcast and your show. That's a good idea. I'm trying to see if, like, I should be doing a podcast or some kind of, like, monologue thing. Does anybody want to hear what I think?
Well, do you do that, the Friends Like Us podcast too, right?
Yeah, that's Marina's show though. So I love being on somebody else's shit. I got all the Zoom stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
look, you can see just stuff in my room. Look, that's a Zoom thing right there. You see it?
No.
On top of that pillow back there with that mask.
Pillow.
I got all the equipment to be a professional, and none of the resolve.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I bought a PA system and everything, and like a wireless like mic and everything like that, just to do outside shows. But I can't get anybody to do like outside shows right now.
in Delco, Delco proper.
Yes.
Which I don't have any idea what that is. You hear it enough and you can say it back to somebody.
Yeah.
There's not enough comics out by you?
There's plenty of comics. It's just been weird. Like, I don't know. Like, there's nothing open. You know, like where would you do it outside type of thing? You know, maybe I could take over somebody's parking lot. I don't know. I haven't. Yeah,
you could do a parking lot. You could do a rooftop.
Yeah.
You could do an alleyway. You could do.
Well, I was gonna do like somebody's backyard for sure. That's why.
Backyard for sure. Yeah, hell yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah. Just to do something.
And you know what else feels good? Saying it. Saying it out loud and never doing it.
Never doing it.
That felt good. I felt good about it for you.
Well, I was like, I bought the PA system, so that's the first thing,
At least you know how to use it. I got a circle light somewhere in here. You know what I got? I got a bidet, and I it's still in the box.
A bidet? Jesus. Did you just order that during the quarantine? Like, I start ordering stuff just.
I really wish I could tell you that. I really wish I could tell you it was a quarantine buy, and it hasn't been here for 2 years. I bought it 2 years ago for my boyfriend's birthday, because he got a clean butthole and he likes it clean like that. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm being so inappropriate.
You know what? It's intimate this way.
Intimately inappropriate. But
Um,
I read an article where somebody tried to install their own bidet and they like flooded their whole building
oh
because
wow.
the plumbing. So it's not like a simple task.
Yeah. Well, I would imagine. I mean, I'm not a plumber. I think plumbing is probably not that easy. It looks like it
Plumbing.
is, but yeah, it's plumbing,
It's
right?
fun. It's yeah, it is. But like if you articulate, it's plumbing. So when you call it plumbing, it sounds like a whole nother thing. I
Yeah.
don't know about plumbing. Right. Okay. What's that about? I'm sorry. I'm ridiculous. You've never spoken to me before, you know?
No, I know. We never got to speak like in
How long you been
person.
doing comedy?
Oh my God. I don't even want to say. Like I started when I was 15 and I'm 40. So
Holy
yeah.
shit. And I've never met you, right?
No, I think well maybe at the Laugh House once, maybe like back in the day.
Oh.
Like maybe. Like but like I
Wow,
was always
really?
off and on. And that's especially because I had a family, so I would take like these breaks and I would like start working and then I would come
All I
back.
know is I've seen your name so much, like on Facebook and Instagram, whatever. I've been that I thought you were somebody I knew.
You start to feel like you just know that person after a while. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. We have communicated through Facebook and stuff, which is weird too. It's like that's what I mean. Like it's how the world kind of works now. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
primed for this moment. We really were. We really were, you know?
Universe, yeah, the stars aligned. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Takes time. You know, I'm patient about everything that's been happening.
That sounds serial killer.
Well,
I'm
you know
patient.
why? Because I started when I was 15. You know, so and I started in like it was like this little nightclub. It was a mall in Media, which is in Delco, and there across it there was this hotel with a basement comedy club. And I would sneak in there. I would take the bus over there, and I would try to do stand up. And the guy would kick me out all the time, like, "Get out of here, kid! Beat it! You're too young." And
That's
yeah,
great.
I was like 14, 15, but he actually gave me like some time and taught me how to do it and let me host, and I just kept doing it. So
Well, how's it going?
I got a podcast.
I
So
tell you what I'm hearing. I'm hearing because you said you went to school for film.
yeah.
I'm hearing you got too good of a parenting to be a comic. It sounds like you got a backup system. Like somebody told you to actually learn a skill.
Well, no, you know what it was? I wanted to make my own movies. So I was like, you know what? I write stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna have to learn how to do this stuff. Like when I do the podcast, I film everything by myself because there's nobody to help me. There's just
That's great.
they're just not helping me right now. Well, I mean, I had like 2 sketches where somebody helped me. It was my cousin, but it was like one person. But I have it's just me. So
Yeah, you got to do it yourself. That's how this album's happened. Like I kept waiting for somebody to tell me I was ready. You know, waiting for somebody to take me under their wing and go, "Come on, little baby girl, you got to put them jokes out there." Nobody ever says that in real life.
no.
They
No
say,
one
"Shh."
cares.
They say, "Shh, we don't want to hear you." So now that I made it for myself, and I got a production company to do it. But now that I actually push myself to do it, now it feels like people care. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You made something that attracts people to you. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird. It's like it's so interesting how much you just have to self-invest. And
Yeah.
I can't believe I didn't realize this sooner.
Yeah. Have you thought about like filming a comedy special at all?
No. I thought about it in the middle of that nope.
Yeah.
That's the most I've ever thought about it.
Bitch, I just dropped the album. What you want from me? Like, no.
I know, right? I'm like, I burned all the jokes. They're
Well,
gone.
yeah, but we are in this age where you can honestly, produce something like that, put it on Amazon or whatever, and self-distribute it. You really could. I mean, like look at Andrew Schultz.
Maybe that's next.
He put that crowd work special on YouTube. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's got a fan base though. You know,
Yeah.
he was on something idiots with
Oh, the Brilliant
Brilliant Idiots, and he also has Guy Code. He has I came up after my kid, the group of comics I hung out with when I came back to comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew was in my group, so I've seen his hustle from day one, and he has attracted people with he has had that self-confidence and that self-investment from day one. He's really a hustler. He's great.
Yeah, I really like him.
To get to his point, like I feel like I might have just started the business angle now. And I remember he was always thinking about both lanes, like creativity, writing, and making sure that his business was in order. So it's new for me.
Well, I mean, sometimes I think a lot of comics just focus on just getting funnier, and then
That's what I would have done.
yeah, which is not
I
a
was
bad thing.
stupid. But
You
he
think
did
it's
both.
stupid? Well, yeah,
He did both. Like, you got to be able to multitask. I'm bad at multitasking. I think I got adult onset ADHD.
yeah. But then there's other comics that are just waiting to get on, like waiting for some, like you said, waiting for somebody to kind of like come and they just scoop you up and like, hey, here's a
Because that's
$1
what
million
we see
deal.
happening. Well, we see
Yeah,
that happening to other comics. We see it happening all the time. It's just that the odds of it happening for you is like a lottery ticket. That's not necessarily going to happen.
absolutely. It's
You
that's
can't wait
anything.
for it. You can't wait.
No.
It's anything. You just can't wait for that like luck.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you can't wait for it. And then it's like that classic thing. It's 99% preparation, 1% luck or whatever. Like, you got to be prepared, but you got to push your own luck. You see what I'm saying? You
yeah.
got to make your own moves, obviously.
Well, I think like 90% of it's just being in the room at this point, and
Mhm.
then maybe 10% some talent, maybe a little bit or something.
Well, that's the thing about talent. I really think everybody is talented. I don't
Yeah,
think there's a single person who's not talented. The more talented you are, it's like you're just figuring it out better than somebody else is figuring out their talent. You know what I mean?
yeah, because practice makes perfect, type of thing.
Yeah. I had a dream that I could sing really, really beautifully. And I was like, I figured it out. And it was it wasn't like out of my throat. It was like a whole, I was like, that's what they call it, an instrument. There was a whole thing when I woke up, I couldn't do it anymore. But I feel like if I had ever practiced from childhood,
Mhm.
I would be able to sing. But then you have you have parents or cousins or brothers or sisters who say, "Oh, you suck," and then you never end up figuring it out. It feels like everybody should be able to do it, right?
Yeah, yeah, I hear what you're saying. No, you know why I agree with you?
Yeah.
Because look, when I was younger, I used to be able to draw really, really good, and then
Mhm.
I just lost the skill because I didn't keep doing it. I guess
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, I kind
Because
of agree.
it wasn't your focal point.
No, I mean, I guess I could be ambidextrous too if I wanted to try to use both my hands.
Mhm.
I don't. I just use my right
Mhm.
hand. But I think that yeah,
Right, we all could be using both hands.
yeah,
But they told us you're either right-handed or left-handed, and we were like, sure, okay, we'll
yeah.
go with that. We just accepted it. Makes
Well,
no sense.
this is a left-handed mug, and it's so you can like see the owl when I drink it. So
Oh yeah. Why would anybody be right-handed or left-handed? Why would that? Unless you just showed a kid to hold it in their right hand. That's not a real thing.
I don't know.
Like we accept a lot of things that are not even real truths.
Well,
Men, women. That's
they
not
don't,
real. It's
they
not
don't
real to be
teach
a man
kids
or
like
a woman.
handwriting anymore either, too. So I think that's not like I don't know what's real. Like they're
Cursive, you mean?
cursive handwriting. Yeah,
Handwriting. Yeah, they call it handwriting cursive script.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it used to seem like they were using handwriting technique as like a way to personalize, like like your signature
Mhm.
is your fingerprint. I
Yeah.
don't know.
They don't care about that stuff anymore. Like, it's so
They really don't.
yeah. Like you have your daughter. She's going to school from
Track
home,
us
right?
like that anymore. They don't need to track us by our signatures anymore.
No, they don't.
We gave them all the permission they need.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you was gonna say you have your daughter at home for school then, right? Like
School hasn't started yet. She's in
yeah,
summer school, so she does take summer classes and she does online Zooms.
yeah.
I think Jersey yesterday voted to do online in September
Okay.
and then wait and see. But I'm not sure where that falls for her school because she's not in a public school. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
But how's that
But I'm
work?
not letting her go back.
No, we were talking about that too about my kids. Like, but how's that work for you? Like, it's like as a single mom, like juggling that with comedy, and then you have to like be home with her when now your teacher. Because I know how it is. I'm terrible. I can't be a teacher. I just cannot. My
You're
son's
the worst.
14. He's gonna be a freshman in high school. So yeah.
I mean, I've sat with her over the years for hours after school, hours, trying to make sure she understood what she was doing because it didn't seem like she was getting a very good education in some of the schools she was in.
Yeah.
And now that she's older and she's in a really good school, I don't have to do that anymore. So that hasn't been hard for me. I haven't had to do homeschool. I've just had to make sure she wakes up. Like I'll set my alarm and make sure she wakes up for the class because the teachers are doing like one-on-one summer classes with her.
Mhm.
She's a really good student, so I'm very fortunate.
Awesome. Yeah, my son actually, it was funny because right before we did the interview, I just woke him up. He's been like sleeping, and I kept like, you better get up. And he started singing in the shower because he's in the Philadelphia Boys Choir, and so he sings all the time. So he was singing.
So he's a good singer.
Yeah, he just was singing. We were talking about singing. He was singing in the shower, and I'm like, and I could hear it coming through the mic, and I'm like, I'm about to do this interview. If you don't stop singing.
Aww.
Stop. I never like try to stifle him, like I let him.
No, of course not. I get it.
Yeah, but he's done some cool
but
things.
He's home, and he's not supposed to be home. No, I'm just kidding.
No, he's not.
I know, it's weird.
He's done some cool things though because of the boys choir. Like he was like on a Today Show and what else and the local news show too. And so he doesn't think about it though. He's like done like city Radio City Music Hall and all that stuff. And
wow,
to him.
So what I said to you sounded like complete bullshit. When I was like, I dreamed it. I bet I could sing. He was like, bitch, I can tell by the tenor in your voice. You ain't got it.
like we said, practice, repetition. Because that's what he does. This kid's always singing. I met a Morion once, and when I met him, he was dancing. So like,
I love him.
He's always dancing. Like,
he's a good dancer, right?
Yeah.
His song is mostly just dance. It's like just a spoon for dancing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh, here, watch Omarion dance. He's gonna say something too, but watch him dance. He's so good. Yeah. Oh, I loved him.
Yeah. Cool. Well, before I let you go, I appreciate you for doing the show, and just can you let everybody know where to find you on social media?
You can find me at Calise Hawkins on pretty much everything. Mm-hmm. Please don't find me if you're looking for me though. I don't really want to be found. It's the weird thing. That's the weird thing about doing comedy is the longer I've done it, the more shy I've gotten. Because you just meet people that you never were supposed to ever know.
Yeah. Oh God. You know what? Now
you know what I'm talking about. It's creepy out there.
I did a show in Florida once. And this, how like people shake your hand at the end of the show. Mm-hmm. She came up to me and was like, good, good set. And then she pulled in. Like, and then she like kind of like bit me on my neck, like did something.
No!
Good. I was so creeped out. I was like pushed her off me, and it was so fast. Yeah. And then she did like crazy, like she dropped down, said some nasty stuff to me, and then like this lady was sitting. It was crazy. She dropped down. She's like, I want some dick and everything, and I was like, what? And everything, and my face must have looked crazy because this lady was like, not tonight and everything, and all this stuff, and she was like in a wheelchair with no legs, and it was her mom, and she was like. You need to. She's like, you got to work tomorrow, and it was just the weirdest. I was like, Florida. This is Florida.
Going on.
Yeah, a lot going on in Florida, and I said, I'm not. And that was like, I did nothing with bar shows, like little dive shows, like $50. So
bar shows are the best shows.
Yeah.
Bar shows is where you're really gonna find out how funny you are. Like for me, that bar shows is where I found out how funny I was. Because at club shows, I would be too tight, too nervous. Too scripted, too like trying to impress the booker and trying to stay at the club. Yeah, it all happens where there's the least pressure, and then it's kind of solidified where there is pressure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've been doing this since you were 15.
Yeah, 15, and nobody knows who I am. I just it's
great. Nobody knows who I am. Nobody.
You got a pretty impressive resume. You've been doing all right.
My resume doesn't even know. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, I got a resume, but I don't think anybody knows or cares about me. I'm not a very out front type of person.
Okay.
I got to start a podcast. I want to do a Zoom. You're going to have to give me tips.
Yeah, I mean, I'll help you out, for sure. If you want to do a sketch or something like that, let me know, because I'm always down. I'm
not good at sketches. I'm like acting in a sketch.
Yeah.
There's a certain kind of person I want to watch on a sketch, and it's not me.
But
I would write a sketch.
No, I completely understand that too, because sometimes when you make something, you don't see yourself in it, and people will try to force you in, and you're like, nah, I'm not. That's not me. Yeah, no, I get it. I've had that happen, and they have to keep telling them no, and they think like, oh, because they've seen you do it before, they're like, oh, you definitely do this. Like, no, I don't want to do this. All right, well, like I said, I want to thank you, and
thank you.
Thank you. And give it up for Calise Hawkins, ladies and gentlemen. Our musical guest tonight is a hip-hop recording group from Florida, Rill Spill. All
right, well, our musical guest for tonight is our first group. I've never had a group before. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Rill Spill.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
I honestly, like I said, I this is great because I never had like a group, but in hip hop groups, you don't see that as much lately. You know what I mean? Everybody on their tip, so it's dope. But we still gotta know who everybody is individually. So for the listeners and for the viewers, let everybody know who everybody is in the group.
Who want to go first?
Go ahead, Zoe.
Got it.
You know you didn't kick off.
So what it is, 1/4 of Rill Spill. I go by the name of Zoe Yajirobe, aka the Swordsman, aka the guy with the sword. That's me.
All right.
It's your boy True Say Do Say. Yes, sir. Like the cognac, you know. Nothing more, nothing less. Just that.
Okay.
The smoothest. He the smoothest one out of all of us. So
I don't know about that.
That's a fact.
Right. I see your hat.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mental.
Yeah. It's your boy Elemental. The name derives from, Avatar, the Last Airbender. That's like one of my favorite shows, but that's where the name came from. Yeah, boy from out of Jersey. Big ups to Jersey. You feel me?
Nice. So you a Jersey dude?
Okay.
Jersey dude. You in Jersey now, or you in Florida?
No, I'm in Florida. I was born in Brooklyn, raised in Jersey. But so I gotta show respect to Jersey.
Oh man, you got a story to tell. All right, cool. Yeah. What about you, man? Like he was over having lunch. We
Nah, I'm chilling. But now I go by Mikey, aka Mikey Mo. Originally from Kansas City, Missouri. Moved out here about 10, 11 years ago, but still represent my roots. Big bro of the group, and
yes, sir.
Nothing much more than that.
You're damn near from Florida now, Mike. I don't know.
Damn near,
you feel me? Come on now.
Damn near, but I still gotta represent my city.
Yeah. Dude, so how'd you guys meet? Like, seeing that you are from different. I mean, I know that y'all in Florida now, but yeah, how'd you guys all meet?
Me and Mike, we went to high school together. So I met him my freshman year of high school. And so this was 2009 that me and him knew each other. And then we just been cool ever since. We was already bros, like way before music was ever even brought up into the conversation. Like we've been homies for like years now. And I met Corey 1 year after I graduated high school. We was working at the same job. And him and Nigel already knew each other. Yeah, him and Nigel already knew each other. So I just met Nigel through him. And then they met Mike through me. And then we would just always hoop together and stuff like that and chill. Like I said, we was already homies. Like we was close before music ever came up. So yeah, that's just how it all came. It just came together by luck, to be honest with you.
So when did the music start then?
Music.
I mean, I'm sure you guys were all on your own journeys. And when did you guys figure out, hey, we should just do this together? You know what I mean? And vibe out.
Well, originally, like I said, me and Zoe probably been knowing each other forever, but we was like originally like kind of started out doing like a duo type thing. Cause I always kind of rap since high school. I was always something I kind of fiddle with. Like I was more of a hooper though, but I kind of fiddle with music a little bit, like freestyling and stuff like that. So Zoe was like the first one that was like trying to get me to take it serious. So I kind of dabbled with it to see what I could do with it, and then that's when I found out Zoe could like really go off like he do. And we was in high school then, so after that happened, like around the time he was about to graduate, that's when me and Zoe was kind of like trying to get ourselves started. And it was originally like a 2-man thing. But then when he met Corey, like he said, when he was working at the same job, he told me that Corey did music, like kind of like was interested in it and could rap and stuff. And it started out as like basically like, oh, if we ever needed features from him. So obviously like, that's the homie and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, of course, we gonna all, what I'm saying? Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm honored.
But as we start like planning it out, mapping it out, and we was already like I said, we had already been close before. it kind of got to a point where we was like, you know what I'm saying? We all on these individual journeys. Why not just make a group? Why not just do something together? So the first main project we really did was a cipher. It was all four of us and one of my other homies. We did a cipher, and and after that, it was just kind of just like we should take this little group thing serious.
Funny.
So after that, that's just kind of how Real Skill got birthed after that cipher.
The cipher must have been a blaze out that joint. Like y'all, you laughing? Like what
Yeah,
happened?
That's the OG. That's the OG show.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was gonna bring up the cipher.
Yeah,
that was like
that was so. It was so
even
long
Real
ago.
Skill.
Just thinking about the memory.
Oh, okay. That's dope. I mean, listen, when you have a memory that's so nice, it just make you smile, like crack a little bit, crack up a little bit. They the best ones, man. I was just trying to get in there. I was like, yo,
It just sounded like to think about like how we had it set up. We was in the garage with it. We were just like, fuck it, let's make it happen. You feel me? And came out dope as hell. And after that, we just kind of started doing our thing. Started doing our thing with making real music.
So y'all have your own like setup where y'all record, you know what I mean, at somebody's crib, or do y'all like take studio time, or how do y'all like get into the how did y'all start like really like putting in that work and grinding out like y'all doing now?
Well, we got a homie Tamel. Shouts out to One Note, Tamel O'Nay. And I know Nigel went to school with him and stuff. So he actually has a studio set up at his house, and he one of the close homies also. He a part of the team. So we record over there, not as much recently because of COVID, you know what I'm saying? So, but originally when we very first started, when we became a group officially and we started recording, we have a homie named Bassolini. He lives out in Orlando, and we used to record at Hit Squad. Yeah, shout out Bassolini. And he's actually on Apple Music too. So y'all type in Bassolini. He got a song out there called Self Love. So shout out to him. And so we record out there at Hit Squad Studio. And that's when we really started taking it serious, because now we in a professional setting. We got like professional equipment and stuff like that. So when we record, we travel. We usually travel either in we record in Orlando or we record out here in Palm Bay at the homie crib. So we try to make sure that we still have like multiple connects that we go through. So, you know, we can have like that different feeling for each song, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
What's y'all creative process like? Since y'all a group, I mean, y'all sound like y'all about to be like, you know, deeper than Wu-Tang. Y'all, he was like, well, I got my man's here. He's on the Zoom today, but you know. Yeah.
Shit, to be honest. Yeah, go ahead. You explain it, Nigel. Go ahead.
Nah, bro, I was just finna say, I don't think anybody can be deeper than Wu-Tang, bro. Wu-Tang. Yeah, that creative process, man, it varies. It varies from time to time. Like sometimes we'll all be in the same area, and we're all different. So the time frame that everybody takes to write a verse, sometimes it varies, man. Like this man, Mikey Mo, right? He talked about it in our first cipher. He said he rushed this verse. It only took about 15 minutes, and that was legendary. I was like, God damn, this man is amazing.
I knew he was like,
it don't take him no time at all. Boy,
it don't take him no time, bro.
I think he just did one just now. You seen that?
Might have.
He be trying to get done. He's like, I'm eating. Look, he keep drinking.
Yeah,
keep checking on that. But yeah, bro, it's all different times for us. Sometimes we'll write it together. Sometimes we'll send each other beats and then, you know, write separately and then come together and see how it mesh. And it usually be coming out great, to be honest with you. But it ain't no one set process. But
so it's different
good so far
for every track.
Yeah, it depends on how it come together, really.
I can't. When he was talking, when Nigel was talking, I couldn't help but keep looking at that sloth in the background. I'm like, what is he doing?
I didn't even see that shit.
It's so subtle right there.
I know, like y'all group is deep. He just out there
just chilling.
Mine for real.
No, watching my back.
Hey, sloth. He slows down the way when he scratch. All right. So you guys got a project out right now, or what are y'all working on?
Right now we working on, we got some songs out like on our SoundCloud and stuff, like just to give something to put in the people's ear. We actually we working on our first official project right now that we're aiming to drop at the end of the year or the very, very top of next year. So it's going to be like an official project. We're going to have it on streaming services, Spotify, Apple, and all that. So as of right now, we just in full album mode, and also linking with Joey. We're gonna knock out these visuals back to back to back too, like that. So it's gonna be like, you know, the full carpet layout, visuals, promos, songs, singles, like the whole shebang. So coming very, very soon, very soon.
When you guys do that, y'all have you guys back on. We can, you know what I mean, help you promote that again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, for
Yes,
sure.
sir. Yes,
Appreciate that
sir.
for sure.
So, where can everybody find you guys on social media?
Y'all go ahead.
Oh, they can find us at our page on Instagram. It's Rill Spill. That's RILLSPILL 321. And then our individual links, like our individual profiles, are in our bio. So if they ever want to look at just like one of us, like it's or see what one of us got going on, then it's our tag is in our bio. So like, but everything that we do as far as music wise and everything like that is on our like Rill Spill page on Instagram.
Yeah,
we don't
that's
have an
pretty much the
official.
go-to.
Huh?
No, I was saying like, yeah, like you said, the Rill Spill page. That's pretty much the go-to to find everything you need to get to. Any link to our videos and
Way to contact us.
SoundCloud to get to our music everywhere. It's all in pretty much in the Rill Spill, on our Rill Spill page.
Yes, sir.
Most definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. That's the reason about the Real Spill page on Facebook, right?
Instagram.
No.
Instagram.
It's on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the links that we have in there, it'll take you to like the music. It'll take you to like the videos, like the bedroom freestyles that we did, like all that stuff.
All right, cool. All right, well, appreciate you guys doing the show tonight, and ladies and gentlemen, please follow them. You know what I mean, you heard where you can find them, so give it up for Real Spill. Hope you guys enjoyed the show tonight. It was a lot of work as usual, a lot of fun, and please like, share, subscribe. We can't grow without your help. And until next week, you already know, live your life.